Good morning, guys. Welcome to math class. This week, we are going to start working with fractions. We are going to work on the first 2 pages that introduce the topic, fractions, equivalence, and comparisons, page 235. In this first part, every of these shapes is a whole, okay? It's a whole. This rectangle, it's a whole. This and this. And in the first part of these exercises, you can see the same rectangle, but it is divided into 3 different ways, right? It is the same rectangle divided into 3 different ways. 3 different ways. So, the first part of this exercise says part of a whole. We have to write a fraction for the shaded part. Well, my picture, these pictures that I have here, we cannot appreciate the color. So I am going to color it. It's kind of green. In the first part, one part of the rectangle is colored. Okay, so in a fraction, there are 2 important parts. There are 2 important parts. 2 important parts. This is a fraction. The number above the line, which is this one, is a numerator. And the number under the line is denominator. The denominator is the number of parts a whole is divided into. Again, the denominator is the number of parts a whole is divided into. Into how many parts is this rectangle divided? How many parts? Into how many parts is this? Okay, how many parts is this rectangle divided into? Diego?
4.
4. As you can see here, a fraction has 2 numbers. In a line, let's say that divide them, okay? So the number of parts the whole is divided into is the denominator. So this rectangle is divided into 4 parts. And the numerator is the shaded part. How many parts are shaded in green in exercise 1? 1. So the fraction that represents the shaded part is 1/4. 1/4. Okay? 1/4. That's the first exercise. The second one, again, we have to see the number of parts shaded in the exercise. How many parts are shaded in this exercise? How many?
5.
1. So we write the 1, then the line that divides the fraction. And now we have to write the denominator. Remember, the denominator is the number of parts the whole is divided into. How many parts is this rectangle divided into?
5.
5. So this fraction is 1/5 because it's divided into 5 parts. It doesn't matter if one part is colored. It doesn't matter. You have to count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the fraction that represents this shape, this one is 1/5. In fraction, we use We use the ordinal numbers. I think they are ordinal numbers. What are the ordinal numbers? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, and so on. Those are the numbers we have to use. But when we read, we use the ordinal numbers when we read the fraction. Okay, ordinal numbers. Ordinal numbers. First, second, third, fourth, quinto, fifth, not six, not five. And the rest of the numbers, you just add th at the end. 7. There are some numbers that change in the way you read it, like 20th. That one, look, 20, 20th. In 20, we apply the rule. We change the y to I, and then we add the suffix eth, 20th. If it is 30, well, it's 30th. 30th. Oh, that one is misspelled. I miss a letter R. '30th, like that. And that's the correct pronunciation. 30th. Okay, so the next exercise. I am gonna color this part. This one is color. So, what is the fraction that represents this exercise 3? What is the fraction?
Here.
Alan, you are not paying attention. I know that you don't have the book, but you have to be in class. You are not in class. Usted solamente está sentadito en esa silla. What is the fraction?
Here.
Remember, the fraction has two numbers, numerator and denominator. So you have
1 and 3. 3.
Uh-huh.
1 and 3 and third.
1/3.
Third.
Okay, don't say 1 n. Eliminate that n. It's 1/3. So how do we read these fractions? 1/4, 1/5, 1/3. No 1 and 4, 1 and 5. No, 1/4, 1/5, 1/3. Okay. Now, let's continue with the other exercises. Let me see, how can I shade this part? Because, okay, this one is shaded, right? Yes, it is. Okay, what is the fraction that represents this? Oh, yeah, for the shaded part. What is the fraction?
1 and 7.
1?
1 second.
Okay, not 1, 2, because remember that you have to use ordinal numbers. And the number 2 in this case is second. The ordinal number for 2 is second. So it's 1 second. But also when we are working with 2 parts, Alan, second time, when we are working with 2 parts, a whole divided into 2 parts, we use the word half. Half. This one is another silent L, half. The L doesn't sound. So here, how do we read this fraction? This fraction is 1/2. This is the most common way. Yeah, I know. 1 second. Yes, because second is the ordinal number. But the most common way for this to read these fractions is 1/2. Una mitad. Because the figure here, this shape is divided into half. Está dividida a la mitad. So you have 2 equal parts. So the most common way to read these fractions is 1/2. And it is understandable que el half es 2. Un todo dividido a la mitad. ¿Cuántas partes tenemos? 2. Ajá, Daniel, ¿de dónde viene usted? No sé por qué se levanta siempre, siempre, siempre. The next one. How many parts are colored in the next one?
1, 4. No.
How many parts are colored in the next one?
1/5.
In the exercise
1/6.
number 5.
4.
Okay,
1/6.
listen again. Listen again. My question is, because here the instruction says write a fraction for the shaded parts. The shaded part are the parts in color. How many parts are in color in exercise 5?
5.
5, exactly. We don't have not only one. There are 5 parts in color. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So my numerator in this case is not 1, it's 5. Okay, Jose Enrique? 5. The numerator is 5. And the denominator?
6.
6. The denominator is 6 because the whole is divided into 6 parts, 6 pieces. So the fraction is 5/6. 5/6. Okay, the next one. The next one has this part in color. This one. Okay. Here. How many parts are in color?
2.
2. Okay, that's the numerator. And how many parts is divided this? And how many parts is this shape divided into?
4.
5.
5. So the fraction is, how do you read this fraction? How, Alan? How do you read this fraction? How? To read fractions, Alan, we need to use the ordinal numbers. Se fija, usted está sentadito en esa silla, pero no en clase. Usted no ha escuchado nada. That's sad, Alan. Y también es preocupante. You don't have the book. Usted debería estar participando más. ¿Sabe por qué? Porque no tiene que escribir. Y el que escribe tiene que concentrarse en escribir un rato. No contesto porque estoy escribiendo. Pero Alan no. So, Alan debería participar más con Iris. How do you read this fraction? Well, you have to use ordinal numbers. The denominator, which is the number at the bottom, is an ordinal number. It's an ordinal number. So how do you read it? You read it first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, etc. So the first one is 1/4. This one. The second one, 1/5. 1/3. This one. 1/2 in this case. 1/2. Now 1 second. This one. 5/6. This 2/5. Fifth, not 2/5, 2/5. Read the fractions, Alan. All of them, quickly. Quickly, Alan, please.
Yes.
Read all the fractions.
1, 4,
1 what?
4,
Quickly, the next one.
5 and no. 1 and 5.
No, I said, I already correct one student that says 1 and 5 and 6. No, it's not 5 and. Eliminate the end. 1, quickly, Alan, please.
1, 4, 4,
Quickly, Alan, we need to continue with the exercises.
1 and 4.
Why do you say E4? It's 1/4, 1/5, 1/3. Just say the numbers. Read the fractions. Read the fractions, Alan, quickly, please. Alan, I guess he's frozen. Okay, second part. Compare. Compare parts of a whole, color the fraction strip to show the fraction. Circle the graded fraction. How many parts we have to color in the first section? In the first one, this one.
2.
The fractions is 1/2. How many parts do I have to color? How many?
1.
1. I have to color one part. This one. Second, how many parts I have to color? In 1/3?
1.
1 also, because remember the color part is the numerator. This is the color part, this one, numerator. The bottom number is the number of parts the whole is divided into. The first shape is divided into 2 parts, so that's our denominator. The second part is divided into 3 parts. That's our denominator. How many parts are colored? Just 1 in each one. Color, please, quickly. We have no time. So the exercise says that we have to compare. Compare, okay? The 2 shapes, the 2 rectangles are next to it. Which one is the greatest? The red or the blue? Which one?
The red.
The red. So in here it says circle the graded fraction. We have to circle 1/2 because 1/2 is greater than 1/3. Is greater than 1/3. If we think about something we have to eat or we want to eat, imagine that we're gonna eat a pizza, and you can be in a group of 2 or in a group of three children, but you say, but I want a lot of pizza. Okay, so in what group I will be? In the group of 2 children or in the group of 3 children? But I want to eat a lot of pizza. So, ¿dónde va a comer usted más pizza? Donde le toque la mitad, right? So that one is the greatest fraction. 1/2. Second, here I color 1, 1/5 and 1/3. What is the greatest fraction? 1/5 or 1/3? What is the greatest fraction?
1/3.
1/3. Yes, look, this one is greater. 1/3. 1/3. Now, did you color and copy?
Yes.
Okay, let's continue.
Please, no, wait.
Hurry up. On the next page, we're gonna work with vocabulary. With vocabulary. Finished, Maria Jose?
Yes, I am in the 2 last ones.
Only Maria Jose is missing. No one else tell me. Don't erase it, because I am gonna erase this.
Finish.
Good, continue. Nadie más dijo, no, miss, no lo cambie. Okay, now, says complete a flow map by using the word with a check. Word with check are denominator, factor, fraction, multiple, and numerator. What are some examples? This one, 6, and has 2 points. So this one, see, 1, 2, 3, 6, and this one is quite the same, but we have 6, 12, 18, 24. So these two exercises, this one and this one, the words we're gonna use are this one and this one. So one of these one are factors and the other ones are multiples. What are factors? The first one or the second? Factors of 6.
The second one.
Factors of number 6. What are
The
factors?
second one.
Remember that factors are two numbers we multiply that equals 6. Two numbers that I multiply that equals 6. What happens if I multiply 6 times 12? The answer, the product is gonna be 6?
6.
Yes or no? 6 times 12 equals 6. Is that correct?
No.
Yes, 6 times 12 equals 6. Multiplication, 6 times 12 equals 6. That's not correct. 6 times 10, 60, and 6 times 12 is 72. So it's not correct. Factors is the first group. These one are factors. Factor. Why factor? Okay, I multiply 1 times 6, 6. 2 times 3, 6. So those are factors of 6. And these one are multiples. These one are multiples. 6 times 1, 6. 6 times 2, 12. 6 times 3, 18. 6 times 4, 24. And so on. Now, what are these one? We have fraction, denominator, and numerator. This one, what are they?
The numerator.
Numerator. Look at the other exercises. In the other exercises, there is one number in a circle. So here we have 1/6, 2/3, 4/5. They are fractions. They are fraction. Exactly. These one are fraction. Now in the next one, there is a number enclosed. What do we have to say if this one is numerator or denominator? And this one, if this one is numerator or denominator? What is the first one? The bottom number is enclosed. What is that one? Numerator or denominator?
Denominator.
Denominator, exactly. Is the denominator the bottom number? So the last one is numerator.
Yes.
Numerator. The last one is numerator. 30 seconds to finish this one. Because we need to complete 4 more lines. 4
Finish.
more
Santiago.
sentences. Thank you, Santiago. We need to complete 4 more exercises.
Finish, miss.
Excellent. Maria Fernanda, did you finish?
Yes.
Who else? Who is copying? No one. Sebastian, did you copy? No. Sebastián, when we finish the class, please send me picture de las 2 páginas que hicimos, Sebastián, please. Because I have seen you in the class, no así como está ahorita. Now you are copying, so it means that you were not copying before. Okay. Continue. We finish. No, I missed the second part of this one. I missed the second. Complete the sentences by using preview words. A fraction is in. We need the words from above.
Equivalent fractions.
Actually, a fraction is in simplest form, the simplest form. Simplest form. If the numerator and denominator have only one as common factor. Name the same amount. When we have fractions that name the same amount of a whole, those are equivalent fractions. Number 3, A, it's a common multiples of 2 or more denominator. A common denominator. A common denominator is a common multiples of 2 or more denominators. And the last one, benchmark. Benchmark is a known size or amount that helps you understand a different size or amount. Benchmark. There we have it.
I finished, Santiago.
What time is it? Okay. For this week,
Finish, Miss Maria Jose.
for this week, you have no homework in math. Thank you for your attention, guys. Thank you for your attention, guys.